Hello, this is Darwok, back again in Ace Combat 7, looking at the DLC missions, and this is Mission 3, the last one of the set. This was in Ace mode, and I'm trying to get an S rank from it. It was a year ago, so I don't remember too much, but I'll talk about what I do. And that starts with that little shimmy there, which is necessary because if you don't do it, you'll fly right into the back of that plane that we just went past and crash. So yeah, you can crash into your allied planes. We've got a little section here where we have to take out a number of enemy fighters before the next part of the mission will start. So this is part of the time problem. There's a very fine balance between time and points in this, and while it's possible to shoot them down fast, you have to make sure that you get the kills and not your teammates, because they will finish them off and you don't get the points if they do that. So that's always something that can screw up your run. So yeah, efficiency is the goal here. You want to kill one of those on the initial approach, then swing around behind the remaining two and kill them without any fuss. Then get on to the next group, and that's gonna spawn the UAVs, which are widely spread out, and you have to kind of plan your route to not waste time flying between them. So here they are. There's two groups to start with, at the north and south, but those divide up and you end up with 2 drones on each of your patrol aircraft. So 4 locations. They do kill your patrol aircraft on Ace mode. It doesn't happen so much in the others, but they are a risk here. So you got to be careful and do it quite fast. You kind of get a sense for when your missiles are going to hit or not. It just comes through repeated practice. But you don't want to waste time here, because there's a lot more to do. You're okay as long as at least one patrol aircraft survives, so it's not the end of the world if you see a message that one has died. That little bit of dialogue there is the clue that the next wave is coming, so you want to get over to the west side of the radar as quick as possible and get behind them. There's a bunch of drones and a couple of planes. This does not end when you kill them all. There's a time limit on this one, so you want to kill as many as you can before you have to do the next part.
Stop relying on calculations. Shit. You're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Okay, so even though we haven't killed them all, we're on the next phase now, and time is a factor, so we got to get straight into the middle of that circle, slow down to the right speed, and find the sub as quick as possible. The drones sometimes fly overhead, so you can get some lucky kills when they do, but it's not guaranteed.
Treasure hunting for real, huh? All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol. The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Catch ya, pal. March 2. Strider 1, missile launched. Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near. You set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in. Picking up a magnetic signal.
Right, as soon as we find it, it's going to spawn some jamming buoys, and we need to get those quick. So we need to speed up, change altitude, and kind of plan a route to get through them all as fast as possible. Like connecting the dots.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources. Correct. That's it. Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them. Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. They think those cheap toys will help them escape our net. What the? A huge explosion!
After these are all destroyed, the sub next shows up over on the west side, so you want to finish up heading in that direction and going quite fast, because again, time is a factor.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes. Full speed ahead towards destruction. Don't let him get away! I need you to determine the suffocation again as soon as the road dies down.
Can we make it?
It's kind of randomized where it shows up, but I think there's about 4 common locations that I spotted, and I kind of learned how to influence it. So if I stay down here, I'm hoping that it will appear in that area, but it could be higher up.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I got lucky. Alright, and there's going to be a wave of drones coming over that I want to both shoot down and not get killed by, so there's a lot of things going on at the same time here.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt. Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
They can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger. Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time. Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's giving me so much cover and I'm still... Shit, it's just pathetic.
Reel it in. Positive hit on the MAD. That's it. Strider 1 from the submarine Alicorn. We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow. Target coordinates acquired.
So this is a good run so far, actually. To have 17,000 points by this point is good, but it's not great. I got quite lucky with a few drone kills there that I wouldn't normally have got. Right, we're going to be charging down the sub, and here you don't want to kill the ballast tanks because that ends the phase. You need to get more points before you do that. The sub will dive a few times, and I think it needs to basically dive once and come back for you to have enough targets to win. And if it dives twice, you're probably over the time limit. So again, it's a balancing act. Right, the railguns are the main target here. I want to kill those because they're worth a lot of points. Trouble is that the ballast tanks are nearby, so you have to be careful with those cluster bombs, not to accidentally move it onto the next phase. Right, as I'm watching it, I'm thinking, what on earth was I doing? Because I was not supposed to kill it that fast. So I can only assume that I thought I had more than enough points from the drone section, or it was a mistake. Most likely it was a mistake. So there's a little bit of downtime here. As I have finished the sub off too early, I'm going to have to get as many points as possible in the last section, which means taking out a jammer at the back of the sub and then shooting down a lot of the aerial drones that it launches to get the points up to the level that I need before I destroy the core. So there's a lot of things that I have to do because of the early sinking of the sub. The problem with that is that once the sub has deployed its main railgun, you've only got 2 minutes before it fires, and when it fires it's game over. So I've given myself 2 minutes to get a load of points, which is not going to be easy.
And still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger.
This translated dialogue is absolutely awful. I would have thought in this day and age that they could have got somebody to translate it in a little bit more of a meaningful way. Anyway, you have to wait to the very last second to shoot here, otherwise those things will block your missiles. So that was done, and here we go. It's gonna fire a load of drones. There is a jammer, there is a core. I gotta get the jammer first. That's it, is it? No, that's Sam. Where's the jammer? Oh, the jammer doesn't appear at first. There's the drones, and there's the jammer. So I gotta kill that, and then get as many drones as I can. And the clock is ticking, as you can see. So to get the S rank, you need 36,000 points in total within the overall time limit. There's nothing I can do about the time limit at this point. I basically just have to get all the points before the railgun fires. You get 2,000 for killing the core, and that ends the game, so I need to get to 34,000 by shooting down drones. So it's quite a challenge, I think. Alright, I'm still 500 points short, but that time limit is too close, so I'm going to have to make a run on the core anyway. It's through the clouds, so I can't see. Yeah, I have a bad angle. I'm behind it, so the missiles don't get through and I can't kill it in one pass. Spread bombs will still hit, but missiles are no good from this angle. That luckily got me an extra drone kill, so here we go again. Spread bombs should go through. And it's dead. So I think that was it. I think we got the S rank. But it depends on the time limit. And like I said, I don't know the overall time limit. The fact that I killed the sub too early is a positive for time. I didn't have to wait for it to come back up. So I think we're good here.
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
She really pulled it off.
And that's our final answer. I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable.
So again, we'll find out at the end of debriefing whether that was S rank, but time seemed good. Points are definitely good. So that's going to be the end of my little Ace Combat 7 retrospective look. And hopefully we'll get an Ace Combat 8 in the next year or two. That would be nice.
Others have shown a way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light.
So again, I'm going to stay quiet during the replays and let the planes speak for themselves. And I will talk again in the debriefing. Although since I already covered all the strategy stuff, I'll probably just give some thoughts on the game instead. So enjoy the cinematic stuff, and I'll see you again at the end.
All aircraft in David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall. Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Patrol aircraft Sector 1. We're deploying the solar-green barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to try to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn. You take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood. Roger.
Understood.
3 strikes of rebels in the killing. Catch them where we can. Go. Let the wings off that degenerate.
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging. Cyclops 2, engaging. You must have been waiting for us in the air. Cyclops 4, engaging. Here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
Situation report.
Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water. The moment the bodies, I need the debris stops raining. Be advised, our radar's picked up new hostiles.
Doesn't matter how tough that sun is. Our job remains the same. We can't break the law.
Missile away. Target acquired.
Acquired lock on bandit. Fire it.
Protect Spectre! Should we clear the baffles, Captain? Chased by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble. Missile away.
They must be very frustrated right now. The only possible life
Control down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
no more on my watch. We've been hit by a missile. More incoming.
Our ghost pal is in a tight spot. Confirming new hostiles. Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority. Missile launched. We lost a patrol aircraft. Only 2 remaining. Stop relying on calculations. Shit.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
You're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
I can't take them off. Not a suicide mission. Keep them in down and let's go home. All settlements dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis complete.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform. We're treasure hunting for real, huh? All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol. The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Gotcha, pal. Punch 2! Strider 1, missile launched. Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD is showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near. You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in. Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal. Seems like this is our contingency. I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them. Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. They think those cheap toys will help them escape our net. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
Control aircraft. What's happening in the water? Underwater rescue is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out after we need it.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes. Full speed ahead. Let's destroy them. Don't let him get away.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine if something Russian can do those guys down.
Can we make it?
This me safely.
Good sideshow. The last jamming buoy has been destroyed. How'd it go?
Wait for the submarines to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
His location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry. It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt. Confirming more hostile UAV missiles. They just launched from the Alicorn.
He can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even once, it'll be that much easier to trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry, Trigger'll find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I'm still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
You reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow. Target coordinates acquired. Commence preparations to fire the VL Astra. Surfacing? We haven't sunk it?
It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a... Didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Cal. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Roger.
Roger. Strider 1 has destroyed a railgun. Awesome. That's one snapped off.
Direct hit on main gun. It's racked.
Ship.
We can't train it. Evacuate. We brought destroyer Seagull. Agent Missile Canary.
The 2 years that we fought at the bottom of the sea will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated. You're being locked onto one of the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
One of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
We're looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up.
The Alicorn fired its railguns. Using its main guns for anti-air combat. All railguns have been destroyed.
Trigger took both of its arms off. Don't let your guard down. There's no guarantee that monster only has a pair of them.
We lost both of our main guns.
Fire all remaining weaponry at 3 strikes. Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yes.
All right.
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting. All aircraft, cease fire.
That's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it.
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of international law. I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack. We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed our terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm.
Hit the bell, Trigger! Hurry! Wait, Trigger!
Stop attacking immediately! Target is Ocean capital avoid. Take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away from What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass!
Load the next shell! Aye, sir. All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
We'll go.
All right.
Someone's severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
She really pulled it off.
That's our final answer. I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah. There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. There are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast a light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness. Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft and David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
Alright, so we're into the debriefing now. We'll find out the rank at the end. I'm not going to talk through everything that happens here because it's just a repeat of what we saw in the gameplay section. So instead I want to talk about Ace Combat 7. When it launched, it was visually a real highlight for the series. The sound was amazing. Controls were amazing. The weather effects were amazing. The campaign was not amazing. There were too many restrictions during the missions that stopped you just being able to fly for fun. Either the IFF was broken and you couldn't shoot at enemies until you've identified them by flying very, very close, or you're in a sandstorm and you can't see anything, or you're a prisoner and you're not allowed to fire your weapons, or you're being hit by lightning. They wouldn't let you just fly the plane. And that's something that they did fix with the DLC, because these 3 missions were extensive. Mission 2 had endless resupply. There were so many targets. So they fixed it with the DLC, but none of the original campaign missions were as fun as these. And then the story as well was strange, convoluted, and uninteresting. I mean, I got what they were going for, but they had you following side characters, and then different side characters, and then someone else, and it was very hard to keep track of what's actually going on. And your squadron mates and wingmen and all that were unpleasant or forgettable. I don't think there was anyone that had the same sort of personality as the pilots in Ace Combat 5. So I missed all of that stuff. Then there was the multiplayer mode, which they added, but purely PvP. And that was an interesting choice, because they came to this game after Ace Combat Infinity, which was only multiplayer, but PvE. It was a team-based cooperative thing, and a lot more fun. But sadly, that game was ruined by the fact that you had to pay to play it. It was just the worst kind of greedy monetization. But it was fun, and for some reason they dropped everything they learned from that and just went with PvP here. So I was disappointed by that. And also a little disappointed by the lack of variety in the planes. I mean, all the standard planes are here, but missing some earlier interesting ones like the Prowler that I remember. Don't know why that one sticks out, but I always like to have a Prowler, and there isn't one in this game. And the DLC planes were all focused on futuristic or the latest cutting edge thing, or science fiction planes even, rather than going to more interesting stuff. What this game did really well was VR mode, and I really hope that they make more of that for Ace Combat 8. With the new headsets that are on the market, they could do so much more. And at least Sony should be throwing all the money at them to get them to make something for PSVR 2, because it was incredible. Probably the highlight of the game for me. I'm not optimistic though, with it being multi-platform title. Xbox doesn't have a VR headset, so I can keep my fingers crossed, but I don't like the chances. So I do have a few more multiplayer videos that I could put online. And I may do that if anyone's interested. I do have another video of, it was a live session actually, trying to get the S rank on this mission. I tried and I failed, but that video is available if you want to watch it. I think we're about to find out the result of this one. But other than that, I won't be posting any Ace Combat stuff in the immediate future. I'll be moving on to another game that I want to try and get the platinum for this year, so stay tuned for that. Just watching this last section, shooting down drones and going for the core. And that should be it dead, so let's find out what the rank was. S rank. Okay. Alright, well, nobody comments on these yet, but if you want to, you can let me know if you want me to upload some multiplayer stuff, and I may do that. Otherwise, stay tuned for more videos on different games. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.